In our life, we often ask or we often search for reasons behind our existence, like why we are born, what is the purpose of our life. Then we are also curious in finding out the truth behind the unresolved mysteries of science, life, earth, universe, etc.
You think you know how the world works? You think that this superior universe is all there is? What is real? What mysteries lie beyond the reach of...
Then we also question the whole reason of our existence and also the existence of different entities across the universe. To find out the answer, atheists look towards science, whereas theists research their religion, while agnostic are completely clueless on how to find out the absolute truth. Science explains how these materialistic entities came into existence, but cannot explain why they came into existence. Science says universe was created by Big Bang, but don't say why the Big Bang was made to happen. Scientific experiments and tools does explain what happens with different materialistic entities and how they react with each other, but do not explain why it was created in that particular way. In short, science is unable to answer all questions. But when we switch our attention, religion like Hinduism, then religious scripture and Hindu saints do answer all these questions. Hinduism also have the answer to many other mysteries of life, which even science were unable to answer or were totally skeptical of truth. According to our scriptures, we are nothing but the character of the video game. We have been put on earth by God in a controlled environment and are made to govern by the laws of nature and karma. Now you may ask, if we are a character of a video game, then who is the creator of this video game and who is the player of this video game? Well, Hindus says the creator is Lord Brahma and the only player of video game is Lord Vishnu. This is why in Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna says, I am the supreme enjoyer. According to our scriptures, Lord Vishnu created Lord Brahma and Lord Shiva and gave them the specific task of creating the world and destroying the world so that he can play and enjoy with their creation. So every night, Lord Brahma in his dreams create universe in his own unique way, and the next morning when he wakes up, this created universe is destroyed by Tandav of Lord Shiva. Now you may ask, if the universe is created in Lord Brahma dreams, then how this earth is more than a billion years old? Well, science itself answers these questions. Science has proved that dream of any living being lasts for only few seconds, even if the person has dreamed of doing activities of many years. So if we can do activities of many years in just one small dream of few seconds, why can't the dream of Lord Brahma be more than billions of earth years? English movie Inception is based on this concept of dreams within a dream.
What? We were talking for like at least an hour.
In a dream, your mind functions more quickly, therefore.
Let us see what scriptures have to say about dreams of Lord Brahma and lifespan of the earth. Lord Brahma one dream is equivalent to 4.32 billion of earth years. This means that the earth is destroyed every 4.32 billion years, and then for the next 4.32 billion years, when the Lord Brahma is awake, earth faces destruction and remains in destroyed state. Thus one full day of Lord Brahma equals 8.64 billion earth years. Between the destruction of this world and its recreation, at the end of each cycle, Lord Vishnu rests in the coils of Ananta, the great serpent of infinity, while he waits for the universe to recreate. In other words, the 4 ages of the Mahayuga must be repeated 1,000 times to make a day of Brahma. This theory was also given by Aryabhatta in the 6th century. The cyclic nature suggests that the universe is expanding, and this expansion will be followed by a contraction. So we are seeing a cosmos without any end. This concept of cosmos without end is also validated by modern physicists.
Did not exist. Time is a result of the expansion of the universe itself. But what will happen when the universe has finished expanding and the movement is reversed? What will be the nature of time? If string theory is...
thus 8.64 billion years, that marks a full day and night cycle of Brahma life, is about half the modern estimate of the age of our universe. Hindus believe that each Brahma day and each Brahma night lasts a kalpa. Kalpa is a unit of time which is measured in 4.32 billion years. A century of Brahma is 72,000 kalpa. We can say the age of Brahma is 3,11,040 earth years. In his creation, Brahma created thousands of demigods to handle different departments of nature. For example, demigod Vayu was created for air, demigod Varuna was created for water, and so on. A day for the demigod is equal to 6 months for human on planet Earth, and a year is calculated as 360 human years. 12,000 years of this demigod is just one blink of the eye of Lord Vishnu. Hindu religion is the only one dedicated to the idea that cosmos itself undergoes an immense and infinite number of deaths and rebirths. It is the only religion in which the time scale corresponds to those of modern scientific experiments. Now, above concept of creation is also verified in Bhagavad Gita, where Lord Krishna says the following verse to Arjuna: all the world from Brahma's world are periodic, O Arjuna. They who know the day and night know that the day of Brahma is 1,000 yugas long, and a night is also 1,000 yugas long. From the unmanifested, all the manifest thing springs forth on the arrival of the day, and on the onset of night, all this sink into what is called the unmanifested. All the planets of the universe, from the most evolved to the most base, are places of suffering, where birth and death take place. But for the soul that reaches my kingdom, O son of Kunti, there is no more reincarnation. One day of Brahma is worth 1,000 of the ages known to humankind, as is each night. Above image shows Lord Brahma major creation, who are worshipped as demigod in Hinduism. So in this video, we saw how the universe is created and how we are just a character of this creation. Just like we create our video game, the God has created his own video game and we are just a character in that video game. So in our next video, we will see what was the purpose of our life and how we can achieve liberation and what is Maya and what we are supposed to do in our life. So that's it in this video. You can share your comments and tell me what you think about being a character of the video game. That's it in this video. Keep watching for more such videos. Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, then please like, share and comment, and don't forget to subscribe my channel.